welcome to the second part of this week's Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new single issues into the store this week. Straight up top, just to remind you, the Free Comic Book Day is in a couple of weeks, first Saturday in May. Stock has started arriving in store. Obviously, we'll have tons of discounts on the day. We'll have all of the Free Comic Book Day titles, and we will be open from 9 a.m. as opposed to 10 a.m. Just to give you as much chance as possible to get down. But yeah, really looking forward to the day. Always the busiest day of the year, and always a day full of fun, a lot of crack, and always good to see people nice and busy in the store. So yeah, jumping into this week's releases, quite a big week, lots of big titles. I mean, it's sort of going that way nearly every week now, simply because there's an Absolute book every week and there's an Ultimate book every week, and between those two lines, I think in a weird way, comics have never been healthier, certainly during our time being open. But yeah, we'll kick off things as we always do with the variants first of all. So Absolute Flash number 2 is this week, and we've got a rake of the variants as well. So Jorge Corona first of all for issue 2. We have Christian Ward also on variant cover duties for number 2. Rather striking one, that one. We have the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25s by Andrew McLean. Bit more retro, bit more old school looking there. And then the 1 to 50 is a virgin version, say that 5 times fast, of the Jorge Corona variant cover as well. Moving on from there for Detective Comics 1096, a couple of variants. First of all, from Derek Chu for Asema. Then we have the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25, done by Ashley Wood, who's been doing a rake of those covers. Nightwing 125 comes with a Francesco Francavilla variant cover as well, one of my personal favorite artists. I have a big collection of their stuff. Jorge Fornes also does a variant cover for Nightwing 125. And then to finish off Nightwing, we have the Gleb Melnikov Retailer Incentive 1 to 25 variant cover as well. After that, there's a Summer of Superman special one-shot this week. So a couple of variant covers for it. First of all, showing Crypto from Chrissy Zulu Ominga. Then we also have a John Jiang variant cover depicting Lobo. You may have seen him in the news the last couple of days. Moving on from there, I'm just going to take a couple of issues out here to create space. As I say, it's a big week. But yeah, still on variants, we have Ji Hyung Lee on Zatanna variant covers there. Zatanna as far as issue 3. We were able to get in a couple more issues of the Daredevil Cold Den Hell. This has been one of the most requested titles of the year. Everyone being very slow to it, but everyone catching up now, which is not a surprise because it is awesome. Old man Daredevil, basically. But we've got a couple of Frank Miller variant covers in this week as well. Godzilla vs. Hulk is this week. We've got the Ed McGuinness foil variant covers for that. A new title kicks off with Superior Avengers, so a new number 1. Kyle Hotson variant cover duty there. The big Ultimate title this week is Ultimate Wolverine, and it comes with some cracking covers. First of all, we have David Aja on variant cover duty. As well as that, we have Lionel Yu. Again, lovely cover, Ultimate Wolverine number 4. And then we have a couple of the Retailer Incentive variants, 1 to 25s by Ivan Coelho. And then just a couple more to finish. Wolverine is number 8 this week, but it's also the Legacy 400 issue, so it's an oversized issue. Beautiful variant cover there by Daniel Warren Johnson, one of the most requested covers we've had this year when it comes to variants. And then we finish off with TMNT, we're as far as issue 8 now, and we have the 1 to 10 Retailer Incentive cover by Oliver Ono. So on to the indie side of things. So this week sees the release of Thundercats. So Thundercats number 14, Declan Shelby, Drew Moss continuing on that. We have, as just shown there with the variant, TMNT, the ongoing title Jason Aaron, Juan Ferreira on art, up as far as issue 8. Next up we have Spawn 363, Todd McFarlane and Brett Booth. The second issue is out this week of Mothra, Queen of Monsters. This was a popular number 1 when it came out from IDW, obviously part of the 70th anniversary celebrations for Godzilla. We have the next G.I. Joe Silent Missions issue. This one is art by Danny and written by Dan Waters. So that is the next one there. We also have this week in the indie side of things, Gagger number 13. So Jeff Johns and Gary Frank's brilliant post-apocalyptic tale continues in the Ghost Machine universe. Again, I'm just going to take a few issues out here. Epitaphs from the Abyss is this week also. We're as far now as the April issue, which is number 10. So your anthology horror book there. We have Conan this week. Conan issue 20. Jim Zub, Doug Brathwaite on art, continues to be one of the very best comics around. Transformers number 19 is this week, the start of the 4th story arc and the start of the bittersweet goodbye to Daniel Warren Johnson writing the title. I believe he's going as far as issue 24-25. So continuing on there. We managed to get some more copies in this week of Vatican City, which is the new Mark Miller pen title, art by Per Berg, vampire book. Vampires take over the earth. The only safe refuge that they can't step on is Vatican City. Sold out of that really quickly last week. And then we finish off with You'll Do Bad Things, which was a new sort of horror book that was done by Tyler Boss. Came out a couple weeks ago again, managed to snag a few more number ones. So moving on from there, we have Marvel and X Factor number 9. Mark Russell continuing on with that. We have new printings in for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1s. This proves popular, show's proven popular. People have been gravitating towards that. Also, we have Uncanny X-Men number 13. You'll notice a new sticker on here as well. We shared it through social media, but we're going to start doing this on a weekly basis with the new titles, especially for ongoing starting point for new readers. So the start of a new story arc, a jumping on point, just to make it easier for you guys if you're unsure about where to jump on the titles. So we're going to start doing that on a weekly basis for the new stuff. As I say, Wolverine number 400 this week. It's issue 8 in the current continuity, but issue 400 in legacy numbering. Big oversized issue here. Saladin Ahmed, Martin Cocola, of course, Daniel Warren Johnson with some contributions in that as well. Next up, we have Web of Venomverse, Fresh Brains. So part of these one-shot Web of Venomverse titles that have been coming out recently. Next up, we have Ultimate Wolverine number 4. For me, the second best Ultimate book. I put Spider-Man just ahead of it and Ultimate's just behind it, but I love Ultimate Wolverine. Fast-paced, visceral, great art, and a great reimagining of sort of the Winter Soldier story arc. Which is a weird thing to say when it's about Wolverine, but you read it, you'll know what I mean. Let's see, what are we on to next? So grab some more Marvel comics out. So next up we have a new number 1, which is Superior Avengers. This is part of the One Word Under Doom stuff. Steve Fox on writing duties there. We have Star Wars Legacy of Vader. We have hit issue 3 now for the Charles Soule Luke Ross exploration into the Legacy of Vader there through Kylo Ren. We have some new printings in for Star Wars Jedi Knights. So number 1's back in stock. We put number 2's on the rack as well, so we're playing catch up. Number 1's just there. Power Man Timeless. Issue 3, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, Bernard Chang on art. We have the Insurgent Iron Man, number 7, which is part 2 of a storyline. So again, I'll go back over the last week or two because I believe we've issue 6 over there. And again, I'll stick the stickers on there just to make it easier for you guys to know where to jump in. The Godzilla offering this week is Godzilla Hulk. So these again are part of a series of one-shots Marvel are doing. I believe it's leading to a limited series. But they're all one-shots for now. We had Fantastic Four a few weeks back, and now it's Godzilla versus Hulk. And we finish off Marvel with Fantastic Four Facsimile, whereas far now is issue 4 as we go back to the very, very start of Marvel's first family. So on from there and on to DC. So let's grab a pile here. Got one pile. As I say, it's a big week, guys. So on to DC. So first of all, we've got the Summer of Superman special. So this is a one-shot written by Mark Waid, Dan Slott, and Joshua Williamson, art by Jorge Jimenez. This is setting up all the Superman arc moving forward. It's setting up Action Comics, setting up Superman. It's setting up any new titles as well. So if you're on Superman or Action Comics, I've put this in your pull list because I'm guessing you're a Superman fan. But as I say, it's a one-shot, quality writers there. I'm even going to take a copy myself. I'm not the biggest Superman guy, but no, Dan Slott, come on. Next up this week is Zatanna number 3. So continuing on with this written and drawn by title by Jamal Campbell. Brilliant stuff. Well, still a couple of number 1s and number 2s up there if you're playing catch up. Next up we have Wonder Woman. So we're at issue 20 for Tom King's Wonder Woman. Guillaume March is the artist on this. This issue is Tom King's wet dream. I'll not say more on that, but if you read it, trust me, you'll know why. And you know anything about Tom King. Titans number 22. So again, starting point for new readers, start of a new arc. He's back. That's Deathstroke. We got a couple of copies back in of Secret 6 number 2. We sold through our copies when it first came in, so good to get it back in stock for anybody playing catch-up. Catwoman 75 is this week as well, so again, starting point for readers, start a new storyline, The Original Sins of Selina Kyle. We have Nightwing 125, again, starting point for new readers, brand new storyline kicking off. So if you want to get into Dan Waters' Nightwing, that is good to go as well. We have New Gods number 5. Again, we've been keeping stock with New Gods 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're playing catch up, do let us know. We can sort you out. Ram V, Evan Cagle, and looks like the Justice League are entering this title next. One of my favorite books, that. Green Lantern Corps, we got some number 3s back in stock as well. So it's good to have that title back on the racks because, again, very, very underrated title in DC right now. Batman in Detective Comics 1096. This is the end of the first story arc from Tom Taylor and Mikel Janin. Read this yesterday. Really, really good. Really, really enjoying Detective at the moment. DC times Sonic the Hedgehog. So we're at issue 2 of 5. This proved a really popular title. We ordered plenty in, but don't be surprised if it sells through. So if you're a fan, get in touch quickly. Next up, Batman Dark Patterns number 5. Again, getting some issues in from previous weeks that we were a little low on. For our money, in the top 2 Batman titles at the moment, along with Absolute, Dark Patterns is great. Batman 615 facsimile, so Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, of course, reprinting the original Hush storyline. We're as far as 615. And we finish off this week with the Absolute book being Absolute Flash number 2. Jeff Lemire and Nick Robles on art. I've already read this. Grod, that's all I'll say. So yeah, that is the single issues for this week. As I say, it's a packed week. On top of that, we received then about 300 free comic book day issues, 400 issues, not even sure, but lots and lots. So yeah, as ever guys, if anything appeals to you that it's not on the pull list, just get in touch with us. We'll do our best to either hold over or backtrace issues if you need them, whatever the situation. Again, just remember free comic book day. Pull lists are of course organised, ready for collection whenever it suits. And outside of that, I hope you enjoyed it guys. I hope it's proven useful, keeping you up to date with what's into the store, and I'll hopefully see you throughout the week. So until then, take it easy.